Alright, we're going into map number 2. Grubby is switching his color to the ESL proper yellow. He is spawning at the top of Nullwood and starts with the altar, of course, and HoT in the bottom left, also with an altar first. So we're pretty sure again going to see Demon Hunter against the Blade Master, and it looks like HoT is going to stick with at least his opening strategy from map number 1, as he's again immediately scouting with one of his wisps. So we are likely to see some aggression with a Demon Hunter first in the beginning again. This time though, the map very much makes it easier for Grubby to deal with such an opening, as the Goblin Merchants, all 4 of them, are very easy to creep and also provide an item with well, very little effort for the Blade Master. Then again, let's see in the middle. Heal Fountain, generally speaking, considered to be better for the Orc. Well, in an early game with hunts, it's not as clear. Well, generally speaking, especially on a map like Nullwood, where the Heal Fountain is very central and accessible, it often favors the more aggressive player because they can actually fall back to the fountain. But it's gonna show which side is actually going to benefit from the Heal Fountain more. Of course, if it was a Mana Fountain, which is the only other choice, then Talents would really enjoy hanging out there. So I guess, given the 2 options, Grubby is definitely going to be happy about the fact that this is a Heal Fountain here. So HoT is now about to find the base of Grubby. Let's see if he's once again gonna not build the burrow, the Voodoo Lodge before starting to attack. Since he did it on Twisted Meadows, I'm assuming he's gonna do it on Nullwood as well, as he can rely on the Heal Fountain to heal here, and as he's gonna be able to creep a lot more freely without taking a lot of damage. So Demon Hunter is not going for some instant harassment. It looks like he's gonna go ahead and start creeping at his Goblin Merchant here instead. And Grubby is doing the same thing. I guess the Demon Hunter would probably be too late to do anything about this camp here anyways. Well, at least about the item dropping Null Brood. And it's a Claws of Attack +6 first for Grubby. And HoT, who's creeping with only his Demon Hunter at the moment, got a Circlet immediately and another one from the creep. So you're already not even 3 minutes into the game. A pretty heavily pimped Demon Hunter. Blade Master is not far behind though with those first Claws of Attack, and yeah, Grubby again is going for the attack without his Voodoo Lodge. Let's see, HoT once again is going to attack right now, I'm assuming. Does have the resources, so tech difference is about the same as it was on map number 1. And Grubby is actually not going for the expected camp immediately afterwards, but challenges this Demon Hunter, who has already finished the Null Brood though, so he's only going for the item dropping ones. As you can see, he's got very little experience, but he's found another Claws as well, so Demon Hunter quite heavily pimped, and of course stealing one of the items that the Blade Master would have liked to have. Grubby, on the other hand, just finishes the creep camp here. I think with this lone Demon Hunter, is the first hunt spawning already? No, it's only halfway out. With this low HP Demon Hunter, HoT has no claim to get anywhere close to this creep camp, so I think it's a smart choice by Grubby to first finish off this one, grab the free experience, and then go for this camp that was sure to be his anyways. I guess the worst that could happen to him is that perhaps the Demon Hunter is taking this little green camp, but there's not really anything else he can do in that time. Now the shop is coming for Grubby, 3rd burrow as well. Everything just on time. Ultra Vision is about to finish for HoT, so let's just quickly show the difference here. As Ultra Vision finishes, and this hunt all of a sudden has about a full screen length of vision during the night. And yeah, he's gonna scout here. I mean, this is a pretty obvious camp to take for Grubby, so I guess HoT's not gonna be too surprised about the fact that the Blade Master took it. He's going to be quite happy about the fact that the Blade Master found a Ring of Protection +2. We just saw him clicking on that Blade Master. Boots of Speed have been purchased by both of the players by now. Dust used by HoT here to get a bit of mana burn action going onto the Blade Master. It looks like he really wants to get another one in, but the Blade Master is trying to escape. The upside for HoT, once again, with these hunts and the Demon Hunter with the boots, is usually he shouldn't be losing anything unless he gets surrounded, but that should only happen if HoT in some capacity messes up. Because yeah, with these really fast units, it's not too difficult not to get surrounded. So tier 2 is finishing for Grubby. He's building one beast tree for the moment. No second tier 2 building and no second tier yet. I mean, he bought one circlet and the boots during the tech, so he doesn't have a too large amount of gold. And looks like he was saving up some, but now he actually decides to go for double beast trees. So no walkers this time, either raiders or wind riders. We're gonna see what the orc player is gonna choose to go for here. And now, as he's about to reach 425 gold, I guess the second hero will be put into production. Again, HoT decides to stay a little bit annoying. Actually, Grubby's not building a second hero just yet. So it looks like this might be wind riders then, if he's saving up the supply for the time being. Because otherwise there would be no reason not to get that second hero into production. Pretty curious. HoT, on the other hand, with an Ancient of Lore, just one for the moment, and an Ancient Protector and an Archer already. Okay, it looks like he's definitely expecting Wind Riders from Grubby. Grubby's going for a Raider first though. I'm not quite sure. I mean, with this, as you can see, he's got 31 out of 40 supply right now. So, yeah, we could see 2 Wind Riders being added here. And if it was mass Raiders, which is also totally viable here, of course, given that the map is just so large and against Ancient of Lore tech, well, against any tech basically, that involves units of the Night Elf that will be able to take straight up fights in the late game. Against any tech like that, he's gonna have the mobility advantage with a lot of Raiders. So we'll see what he's gonna go for here. No, he's adding 2 Wind Riders afterwards. Okay, so that's the plan. HoT read it correctly. I guess that was also just due to the fact that HoT was harassing here and he saw the altar was not producing. And that very much points towards Wind Riders. And as I just said, yeah, HoT read it correctly. Let's see how much of how much value this Ancient Protector and the Archer is going to prove to be. He's got the range upgrade already finished, adding 2 more Archers as well as a couple of Druids. First Wind Rider now out. Of course, the Wind Riders will also have the mobility advantage against anything that HoT can throw at Grubby. And HoT with the Panda second starts creeping up a bit here. This Demon Hunter is going to be very painful for the Wind Riders as soon as he's getting an orb. Well, he's not going for tier 3, so that's going to be a while, perhaps. And now Grubby's adding the Shadow Hunter second. Very late, so... yeah, banking on some hit and run here early on. We'll see if he's going to be really able to achieve anything. I guess the Blade Master has now seen the Ancient Protector. So what to do? Just creep, maybe? Definitely one option here. Looks like HoT turned on formation movement. Let's see. I guess he's eventually gonna realize. Grubby nicely sweeping in from the top, just quickly forcing the town portal here. But the damage output against the Wind Riders is quite crazy here for HoT. Lot of piercing damage on his side. So Grubby's gonna have to be very careful in how he approaches any, you know, future upcoming fights. Of course, archers, especially archers against a high-level Blade Master and some focus fire, some, you know, ensnares and A-click. Very fragile as well. So both of them, with just one wrong slip, could basically throw the game away here very quickly. SH finding a Scout Wisp here on his way. Blade Master lets the army finish the creep camp here. Okay, that's very strange. Grubby even loses a grunt here to creeps. Perhaps a little bit too much multitasking going on. And now the Blade Master is returning, so not quite sure what happened there. Another burrow is coming for HoT. Well, he still needs some experience. The level 1 Panda isn't really going to add all too much. I think he's going straight for some aggression though. I'm not so sure. That's okay, an expansion following behind this. So okay, that's the reason. He wants to win some time here. But Grubby is so close, but it looks like he's probably not going to see it. Shadow Hunter's coming in with some items. There is a town portal on the Blade Master. 2 Invo potions here. And yeah, the Night Elf is coming in. The Wind Riders in the middle are not going to be able to get to the army here in time. So let's see how well Grubby's going to be able to do without those. Immediately he surrounds the Panda here against the Fountain. The first Raider is falling. Inward Potion used on the Blade Master, level 2 on the Panda, but it looks like he's still going to get the kill here. The Demon Hunter did have the staff, but he was hexed, and I think there was the Ensnare holding the Panda down anyways. Level 3 on the Demon Hunter as well though, and we can really see that there's still a lot of firepower here on the side of HoT, but as the Demon Hunter is running low HP, he's forced to Town Portal out. Nevertheless, I would call that a very, very decent trade for the Night Elf. I mean, he's lost his Panda level 2, which is not great, but he only lost, I think he only lost Hans, and he killed some rather valuable Orc units here. There is not a single Raider left standing. And once again, I'm not sure where the Wind Riders are. Yeah, they may have died as well, so quite promising here for HoT. So the issue is just that Grubby is gonna have the easier time fighting if the hero levels rise a little bit higher. So if HoT didn't have this expansion coming up, I would still be quite positive from Grubby's point of view, but now the Tree of Life is up, and now the clock is ticking, the pressure is on. HoT is just slowly getting some more experience. I mean, he really needs this Panda level 3 eventually, but Grubby also really needs the Shadow Hunter level 3, so both of them still have a little bit to go. Wow, plus 8 intelligence. The Blade Master just pick up the tome? I think so. Strange. But alright, Panda with 250 mana almost. Got quite a bit of Breath of Fire action to do here. And it looks like Grubby's getting ready. Does he have yes, he bought a Town Portal, so he just wants to snipe this expansion and then get the hell out of there. And there is no Town Portal for HoT, so Grubby can very, very easily snipe this Tree of Life. I think a pretty big mistake here by HoT. There's no way in hell that this Tree of Life can survive, and that is, yeah, opening up chances very, very clearly again for Grubby. That could have been a very painful kill for the Orc player, had HoT been able to Town Portal in and start casting Breath and focusing down stuff. Now Grubby decides to engage. Nevertheless, 5 Raiders on the field, and he's going straight for the Demon Hunter. There's no Town Portal on him. The staff is on the Demon Hunter, so he perhaps needs to try and pass that to the Panda. He does so, doesn't get him staffed in time. Yes, he does. Now the Demon Hunter is out of the fight though. First Orc units are falling already though, and the Night Elf hasn't lost anything thus far. Grubby's going for the next hero focus. The Panda at the shop is getting a Town Portal, and at the end of the day, well, what did Grubby really achieve here? He killed a Dryad, and he lost so many units here. 52 supply for HoT, 35 for Grubby. Trying to go for the hero focus here. I mean, he had 5... Okay, HoT right now just suicided something to get under 50 supply again. Grubby, I guess, with a reasonable claim, he had 5 Raiders, and there were no protective items on either of the Night Elf heroes. I mean, had he gotten the kill there, that would have been a completely different story, and I think it was very promising, but somehow he was running out of ensnares there, and HoT was just able to seize the opportunity and very, very quickly staff that low HP Demon Hunter, but now Grubby is in serious trouble. Yeah, 41 supply against 49. Level 3 Demon Hunter, level 3 Panda right now as well, thanks to that previous engagement. And HoT might just be able to rebuild that expansion. XP wise, it's still looking fine for Grubby. And he's just spamming Raiders at this point, so this might very well turn into a base race. 5 Raiders on the field currently. And yeah, as soon as Grubby decides that he's not able to take straight up fights here, it's only going to be hit and run. Another expansion by HoT is coming, but the PN is already there and sees what's happening. And the Scout Wisp here gets killed as well. 1 of mana stealing. I must assume that pillage is researched already. Tower coming right now by Grubby. But he's in a bit of an awkward position if he actually wants to go for some base trading here. Because he's as far away from the Night Elf base as he could possibly be, while the Night Elf was right in front of his base. And he's gonna apply some pressure there. Raider, yeah, just quickly throwing an ensnare here. Doesn't really do anything. And the upside for Grubby is that piercing damage is not really the quickest way of taking down buildings. Whereas his Raiders, well, they're gonna deal damage on a totally different level to the Night Elf base. And it looks like they are soon going to arrive. The Blade Master starts chopping down the first Moonwell. His barracks has fallen though, the first burrow has fallen. And I guess HoT, as he does have a Town Portal, he's just gonna go ahead and raid some more burrows and then Town Portal home to defend. First Moonwell has fallen. Grubby of course did just buy a Town Portal, so he's not gonna have to fight here. And there it comes, some ensnares thrown, just to make sure he doesn't lose anything. And yeah, Town Portal exchanged, one of the Lords has fallen, one of the Moonwells has fallen. Whereas for Grubby, 2 burrows have fallen as well as the barracks. Expansion has been cancelled here, and now it is Grubby who sets up his expansion. Just making use of the sheer size of the map and making use of the very, very mobile army he's got here. So what's the aim here for HoT currently? I guess I would claim, I mean, he needs to make sure not to get, you know, too sure of him being able to win every single fight. Because if so, and he starts a fight in an awkward position, things could go south very quickly for him. But that being said, I think he needs to make sure to somehow get Grubby out on the map and force him into a straight up fight, because else the expansion will come up and Grubby will start getting an economy advantage and the game could shift very quickly if we reach that point. And yeah, HoT actually is willing to fight against Grubby with the heal fountain here in his back. We'll see if that's going to be hurting him eventually. The first Riot has fallen, the next Hunt is going to fall as well. The Blade Master and the Raiders are just going through those Dryads. The next heal wave is coming in. There still is one more heal scroll for Grubby. And the majority of Dryads has already fallen, so I think this fight could have definitely gone a lot worse for the Orc player. The next Raider is falling, the Demon Hunter is about to reach level 4, he's gonna have to use the heal potion, does so right now, but now the Raiders really start dropping like flies as well, as Grubby is running out of means of healing. One Raider is left standing, one Dryad is left standing, well actually 2 Raiders, excuse me. And the last Dryad is now being chased out of the fight, so now as there is no more slow on the side of the Night Elf, things are gonna get very, very difficult here for him. And the Blade Master has reached level 5, so he's just going to be, yeah, going completely insane on those Night Elf units. Is the slow gonna wear off in time for the Raider to escape here? Yes, it is. And all of a sudden, I said it, HoT cannot be too sure that he's gonna win a fight, because he just, well, did he lose the fight? He definitely didn't win it, and he definitely went way worse than it could have. And now he's facing a beast of a Blade Master with level 5. See if another ensnare is going to land here. There is... What? There is no staff? Whatever happened to that one? Okay, that's a bit surprising, because he clearly had the staff earlier on down here. And it proved to be extremely useful, so... Not so sure. Perhaps sell the staff in order to get a new Town Portal at some point. As I said, I don't know. But now, Grubby is the one with the supply advantage. Grubby is the one with the expansion running. And HoT is the one who's gonna have to make something happen to come back into the game. That's as quickly as it goes. Did I just say happy? Well, if so, then of course I meant HoT. And HoT seems to be expecting the expansion up here, as the tower previously cancelled his Tree of Life. But Grubby making the right decision here, putting the expansion up as far away from the Night Elf as possible, to gain as much time as possible for some, yeah, base trades, if HoT really decides to go for that expansion. And on top of things, now he's gonna earn more money thanks to pillage. Some wisps are coming out, but those will be easy targets for this Blade Master. Is there a Town Portal? Yes, there is a Town Portal. Even though I think he could really take a fight here for a little bit, but he's just going for the buildings, just gathering some more gold. I guess that's the wise choice if, well, the Breath of Fire damage over time just killed another raider here. If the impression seems like Grubby may be able to take this fight, then given that the situation is just going to become easier for him over time, then there's no reason yet to take that fight. Another couple of Dryads are coming in, and again he's fighting at the heal fountain. This could again turn out to be a horrible decision by the Knight Player. Another Raider is falling to level 4 for the Panda, but the Blade Master is just solo killing these Dryads so easily. Some snares should be thrown here onto this Demon Hunter. The Raiders really need to keep their distance. Looks like just the Blade Master is gonna have to do it here in terms of damage output. And now the Raiders turning around. Yeah, keep in mind there is still no Staff of Preservation here. See the Raider blocking, trying to block the Demon Hunter, but the slow of the Dryads lasting for too long. So both of the players getting quite a couple of pickoffs here. Raiders coming back in. Is there going to be an ensnare on the Panda? Yes, there's an Immo Potion still on the Panda though. The Raiders trying to block. Demon Hunter dealing some damage here as well. And Town Portal passed onto the Panda. Yeah, so once again, a fight which may not have been the smartest to take by HoT. Again, with the heal fountain here and, well, just quickly comparing units. The Dryads at 435 HP against the Raiders at 610 means that the Raiders will benefit more from this heal fountain, as it heals percentage per time, not a static amount of hit points per time. And yeah, this Blade Master, as you can see, 5.5 already. New heal scroll for the SH. Invo Potion also on both the heroes, and Grubby's gonna continue creeping here. And he banked 1,200 gold almost at 50 supply. Let's see, is there anything happening in his base? Only a 70 supply burrow. No further buildings, not adding a Spirit Lodge or anything. Not rebuilding a barracks perhaps for demolishers or anything like that. And now Grubby is breaking. By the way, 2-1 upgrades on those Raiders as well. Quite impactful compared to the 0-0 on the Dryads. Yeah, and he's just building more Raiders. He seems to be satisfied with the unit composition that he currently has. And another expansion. Whereas HoT just falling further and further behind. I mean, did he even scout this yet? No. Doesn't mean that he is completely oblivious to what's happened here in the past couple of minutes. So he must know that either an expansion is running already or one is about to finish. And yeah, the Ancient Protector, I'm not really sure if he fired a single shot already in this game. Then again, maybe Grubby just didn't send a Wind Rider in here to do some harassment because he saw the Ancient Protector. So maybe even though it didn't do anything, it perhaps still was worth the investment. Pretty difficult to tell. And we actually see a new barracks by Grubby. Strangely enough, only now, after he's gone up to 70 supply. And he's just taking his time. No rush for him. He can just wait until the mine of HoT runs out if he wants to. And then attack HoT on the way if he wants to relocate with his Tree of Ages. And the peons. Okay, heading down here to start mining as the Great Hall will finish. And peons are already being rebuilt up here. Yeah, now we see HoT moving out against 76 supply against 48. I mean, that's just just reading those numbers should already paint a pretty clear picture. A dry it down, a TP gone, nothing lost for Grubby. He can just sit at the fountain for a brief moment and then he's going to be back at full HP with everything. And it looks like HoT really still anticipated the expansion up here as he went there. So completely misreading this. And Grubby has all the time in the world right now. I mean, frankly, there seems to be no way in hell that Grubby can lose this. An absurd amount of raiders, though. Yeah, some Ancients of War coming, which are great against raiders as long as they are uprooted. But yeah, the issue is, I guess Grubby can just add like, you know, 5 demolishers here if he wants to. And then just sit outside the base with his raiders and shoot at the Ancients of War. SH also level 5 right now. Yeah, with 2 expansions, I mean, what's really left to do for HoT here? He's really making an effort. Lots of Ancients of War. What does he want to do with those? March up here and secure another base? Maybe. We'll find out now, as HoT is out of gold income. 48 supply, Grubby going into high upkeep, up to 91. Okay, he's adding 2 Kodo beasts right now. And a Grunt, okay, so no demolishers. 2 upgrades in the meantime finished. Wisp is floating in. I guess the Blade Master is quickly gonna get rid of that. Some further experience. And the Ancients start walking, but he really should not get his Demon Hunter caught out on the map without any support. It's like Grubby wanted to flank there with the raiders, but somehow committed to that fight a little bit too early on, now turning around with the other raiders and just speed scrolling away. Well, at the end of the day, he still killed the Dryad. He didn't lose anything. The level 5 SH proves to be quite useful. Okay, the 1 Grunt might be falling. And it looks like Grubby's just going to go with the rest of his army and take down whatever he's allowed to in HoT's main base. And he's building a 3rd expansion.
We're under attack. Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
So yeah, Grubby doing what he's basically known for. Just playing it extremely safe in a position that is already won, but no reason to risk anything for him. And yeah, the next fight ensues here. 94 supply against 41. The next raider is not yet falling due to the heal scroll. And in the meantime, the raiders are just killing the entire base. Well, in this fight, I think Grubby may even, well, lose. I was about to say before the Demon Hunter got surrounded here. There is no staff still. Town Portal wouldn't be all too useful. But he's still able to fight out for the moment. Grubby just holding ground here while the raiders take care of the entire base of his opponent. Of course, he's not gonna have one until all of the Ancients fall here, but maybe that's just gonna be the aim for Grubby. Ancient of War has fallen here. 3 are left standing as well as the main and the Ancient Protector. And now Grubby decides to Town Portal out, as basically this entire force has been obliterated. But, you know, there's still all of these raiders. And what can HoT do right now? We're under attack. Oh, the raiders actually caught out of positions. I think Grubby should probably just speed scroll here and get a staff and a Town Portal. Or just run with the raiders. So yeah, another 1-2 raiders are gonna fall. Does he want to commit against the wall of Ancients here? It looks like the answer is no. But this Demon Hunter really needs to be careful. There's no Moon Shoes left. There's no way in hell he's gonna be allowed to go to the heal fountain unless he puts all of his trees there, which may be the aim. And if the Blade Master comes in once... Does he have an Inwool, by the way? No, Grubby doesn't have an Inwool. I think he could maybe just get an Inwool and attack the Demon Hunter and throw a couple of ensnares to keep him in position, and once the Demon Hunter goes down, then the game will be over anyways. But okay, he's just going for the Tree of Ages here, which is retreating right now, level 5 on the Demon Hunter. Grubby now switching to one of the Ancients of War. He just wants to get the building kill here, which I guess is also a, well, nice looking way of finishing the game. Kodo Beast in the meantime joined the army as well. The Ancient Protector is falling. Only 3 trees left standing right now on the side of HoT. The next Ancient of War is getting a bit of a beating right now, and then it's only going to be 2 Ancients, and I guess the minutes of the Night Death play here are counted. A Tree of Ages is falling. A Bladestorm is coming in here just for the styles. He's keeping the Demon Hunter ensnared, and I guess that should definitely be it. The last building is about to get killed. Well, Hex on the Panda for style reasons. The Ancient of War is running and is getting taken down. HoT, not quite sure why he stayed in that game for as long. I mean, maybe he did still have, you know, since he didn't have confirmation about Grubby's expansion, perhaps he was thinking it would be stupid to leave the game if there's an off chance of Grubby not actually having additional income. But I think he definitely, I mean, he should have realized it. He should have the game sense to know that something is providing additional income for Grubby just beyond what he's getting from pillage. Well, to just quickly summarize, I think HoT got himself into a very good position in the mid game, and it seemed tough for Grubby to get into a good straight up fight just due to HoT's army size, but HoT was a little bit over eager to actually get a fight, and he was willing to give Grubby one with the heal fountain in his back, and Grubby was just able to trade decently and to get his Blade Master up to a very critical level. And HoT was just not able to come back from that, and Grubby just followed up with 3 expansions, and HoT ended up losing here, as you obviously saw. That was map number 2, so we're gonna go into one last one between these 2 players, which is going to be Echo Isles.